Well, good morning and welcome back to another story. This is for May 8 and it's by Matthias from Trinidad and Tobago. You may recognise him from the front cover. That's him. This story is called The Outie, which is a bit of a odd, interesting name. So let's find out what that means. Matthias was born with what some people call an outie in Trinidad and Tobago's capital, Port of Spain. His belly button stuck out. But the doctor said it was not an outie. Instead, part of Matthias's intestine was protruding from his belly button. Don't worry, the doctor said. It will probably close by itself by the time he is 3 years old. But the doctor also told mother and father to be careful to protect the belly button from damage. If the skin was injured, Matthias would become very ill. Mother and father waited and prayed that the belly button would close. If it didn't close, Matthias would have to undergo an operation. 1 year passed, 2 years, 3 years. Matthias's belly button did not close. The doctor said he would have to undergo an operation. It took another 3 years to find a time to have the operation. Father and mother prayed about the operation. Church friends prayed. Matthias was scared when father took him to the hospital for the operation. He didn't want to be operated on. The doctor asked father whether the boy had a cold. No, he is well, the father said. That's good, the doctor said. We cannot operate if he has a cold. Matthias began to cough in the waiting room. The doctor looked alarmed when he heard the boy coughing. We cannot operate if he has a cold, he said. He doesn't have a cold, father said. He is just scared about the operation. The doctor shook his head. We cannot take any chances, he said. We will have to reschedule the operation. Matthias smiled with relief when he heard the news. Father was disappointed that his son was faking a cold, but he understood that the boy was scared. He would be scared too. Father and mother continued praying. Please give Matthias the strength to go through the operation, father prayed. Matthias also prayed. Dear God, I do not want the operation, he prayed. After a year, when he was 7 years old, the doctor said it was time for the operation. Again, father and mother prayed. Their church friends prayed. Mother took the boy to the hospital. What is your name? The doctor asked. Matthias, Matthias said. How old are you? He asked. 7, Matthias said. Do you get good grades in school? He asked. I get A's, Matthias said. Mother took a picture of Matthias before the doctor put him to sleep. Then she went to the waiting room and prayed. When Matthias woke up, he was lying on the same bed, but he was in a different room. Mother was standing by the bed with a smile. She said Matthias was now in the recovery room. I'm glad that you did the operation this time, she said. The doctor said the operation was a success. When the bandage came off several weeks later, Matthias's belly button no longer was an outie. It was a regular-looking belly button. Matthias's life changed. Before the operation, he could not run and jump because he would damage his belly button. Today, he's 10 years old and the fastest runner in his class. He remembers the operation while running and jumping during recess at school, and he pauses to thank God. Dear God, thank you that the operation was a success, he prays silently. Matthias's mother, Celeste, is a teacher at University of Southern Caribbean in Trinidad and Tobago. Part of this quarter's 13th Sabbath offering will help open a missionary training centre on the university campus. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Matthias's story. And we'll see you next week for another video. Bye-bye.